I turned on my kitchen faucet, and brown water poured into my coffee mug instead of water. I'm 26 female, and this happened in my first apartment after college. The place wasn't perfect, but it was affordable, close to work, and the landlord promised me one important thing before I signed the lease. The old plumbing would be replaced within the first month because the building had recurring issues with rusty pipes. He even wrote the repair timeline into an email saying, "Don't worry, it'll all be taken care of." That promise lasted about 2 weeks. One morning I turned on the kitchen faucet to make coffee, and cloudy brown water splashed into my white mug. It smelled metallic, almost like wet pennies. I texted my landlord a photo and he replied, "Just let it run for a few minutes." It cleared eventually, so I let it go. A month later, it happened again. Then my bathroom sink started making loud banging noises whenever I turned the handle, and the shower pressure would randomly disappear halfway through washing my hair. Every time I reported it, he'd say the plumber was coming next week. Next week somehow never arrived. The final straw came after I came home from work and stepped into a puddle in my socks. Water was slowly leaking from under the kitchen sink, soaking the cabinet floor and dripping onto a box of small appliances I'd stored underneath. The wood smelled damp, and everything inside the cabinet was warped. I called him immediately. Instead of sending someone, he asked if I could put a bucket under it until Monday. Monday was 4 days away. I reminded him he'd promised to replace the pipes months earlier. He sighed and said, "I only promised that to get you comfortable signing the lease." Every landlord says things like that. I actually thought I'd misheard him. The next morning I started looking for another apartment. I documented every leak, every text message, and every repair request I'd made. Once I found a new place, I gave notice and moved out as soon as my lease allowed. He was genuinely surprised. When I left, he even asked why I hadn't given him another chance to fix everything. I still wonder if I should have broken the lease earlier instead of putting up with months of excuses. While saving for the move, was I wrong for sticking it out as long as I did before finally leaving?